Starting to rain over here. I'm calling back everything on the caller ID, and I'm trying to find out what this is about.
Okay, can I have your first and last name? Did you receive a voicemail? With your name up there?
No, it's just on the caller ID a lot. I'm trying to find out what's going on.
You calling from the number that's being dialed?
No.
Okay, give me the number that's being dialed.
Alright, what's the number that's being dialed? 856-218. 856.
Oh, Mr. Salmon, can I have you verify just the last four of your social for me first?
I gotta know more about who I'm talking to.
Because you called us, okay? And I know you heard the,
I know, but I'm returning the call, but you called me first, so that's why I'm calling you back. And now you're asking me for my social security number? Like, why are you asking me for my social security number?
I'm not asking you for your full social stats of the last four to identify you to make sure I'm speaking with the right person.
Right, and I'm trying to do the same to you, so we're just gonna go around in circles.
Sir, you're calling us, sir. Obviously, you have business here. I need you to verify the last four of your social so that I can give you some more information. You have a delinquent balance on a household bank MasterCard, sir.
MasterCard.
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody spoke with you on the 26th about your account. Your balance is $557.11. Are you able to make a payment today so I can qualify you for a payment arrangement?
557. Okay.
Yes. And
Right.
11 cents.
How long have
If
I...
you're able to make a payment, I can put you on a payment plan.
How long have I had this account?
You opened up the account July 19, 2009. You were making payments on it up until February 19, 2010. Why did you stop paying the account?
Wow. Okay. It just doesn't sound familiar to me. You're saying that it's over a year late at this point?
Yes, sir. Your account has been delinquent since February. Are you able to pay the balance in full today?
How did I get into this? Did I sign a did I apply for this, or did you send it to me in the mail, or was this an online thing, or like how did we get into this?
Mr. Salmon, you don't remember how you opened your account?
No, I'm not even sure.
I didn't open the account, sir. I'm just here to help you pay it.
I'm trying to find out if this is my account before I pay it.
It is your account, sir. We've been sending you correspondence to 83 Twin Pines Drive in Sewell, New Jersey, 08080. Someone's already spoken with you about the account and offered you an arrangement, and you declined it. So at this point, sir, not really making a payment is not an option. What would you like to do?
I will gladly pay you under the condition that you can provide some sort of contract that obligates me to do so.
Oh, like the one that you ignored from the original creditor? They already sent you statements out, sir. We've already sent out the required letter to the address on file letting you know the account was in collection.
That's what I was getting at. I was trying to find out if you were the original. That's what I was getting. That's what I was getting at. I was trying to find out if you were the original creditor or not. So you're not?
Sir, when you stop paying on your account, Capital One sent it to collections, or excuse me, Metris Household Bank sent it to collections.
All right, Capital One is the original creditor. Thank you. That's what I was trying to get to.
No, Capital One is not the original creditor, sir.
Oh, who is the original creditor?
Household Bank.
Household Bank.
Account.
Household
Metris MasterCard, yes.
All right, I'm going to call Household Bank and work this out with them. I don't deal with third-party collectors.
Oh, why haven't you done that, sir?
Because
Why are you calling us? Why haven't you been called them and made a payment?
Well, because I was.
Why are you calling us?
Because I was responding to the caller ID. You were on.
Maybe you should call your creditor and make a payment, but they probably won't accept it because the account has been sold to us already. But you can go ahead and do that, Mr. Salmon.
Thank you very much for your time.
When you're ready to make a payment.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
I should let you know that this is going very well.
How do I hang this up? It's not doing anything. I'm like pressing.
Oh, stop fucking around with the phone so much.
The original creditor. If you did owe them money, like if you did have a deal with them and you were obligated to pay them.
Ow.
Let's just say if you were obligated to pay them money. $557 to Household Bank. After it goes 180 days, they charge it off. They claim it as a loss on their taxes.
Okay.
And then they sell it for 15% of its value to a third-party collector.
So they dispense the wealth. They realize that people can't handle the wealth, so that they start getting their own charges. So what they do is they take a tax credit and then sell it to somebody so that they're rid of it, and then the business of the tax credit handles it entirely over and over and over again until it's handled. Then they sell that back to the creditor. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, you're making a few assumptions when saying that. And I'm going to break it down. All right, so Household Bank, the original creditor, they've already been paid. They've been paid. They're done now.
Okay.
They waived their right to collect to you by charging it off and writing it off on their taxes. and they're most likely insured for the debt too, so they've been paid twice. So those people got $1,000 for writing it off, and they probably got another 100 or two by selling it to financial service, whoever we just called, that they're not entitled to collect, because you never signed a contract with them that expresses that you never like created.
I never entered into an agreement with the collection company.
Right, you don't have any business with them. They're just going off. They just made an investment by buying a bad debt from another company, hoping that maybe we can collect on it. Because like, if you could buy a debt for $85, thinking that you could collect $500 from somebody, wouldn't you do it? That would seem like a good investment, wouldn't
Is there
it?
more groceries in the car?
Yes, there is.
All right, Mike, stay here. Handle.
All right, I'm gonna shut this off. So you go to this annualcreditreport.com thing, and then you'll be able to get your free credit report. You're allowed to get one for free once every year. Okay, so then we got this one. It says for HSBC. So it says that it was purchased by another lender, also known as charged off. So after something's been 180 days late, they got to charge it off. They get paid by selling it to another company, and they write it off on their taxes, and they get paid by insurance. So they get paid 3 times. 3 times. And you didn't even give them a dime, but they just got triple your amount. Alright, then we got some student loans. There's no way to get out of that for now. Eventually we're going to get bailed out though, because it's up to $1 trillion and the bubble's going to explode. Anyway, alright, now we got financial recoveries. And collection agency / attorney. Alright, this one's from medical bills. Those are really hard to get out of. People, we're gonna have to hit these people with letters and stuff. That's a whole nother ball game. I'll show you that later. Alright, then we got portfolio recovery. That's the one that we were just on the phone with. And, let me see. They got the original creditor and all that. Okay. It's in collection. Alright, we're gonna have to send them letters too, asking them to prove that you owe what they say you owe. And they're going to have to prove that they're the original creditor and they have a contract with you, which they can't. They would have to go through HSBC. Portfolio recovery is not entitled to collect. Only HSBC is, if you actually signed an agreement with them stating that you agree to their terms and conditions. Alright, so basically we took some of the bullshit entries on your credit report, and we're going to try to get them to prove that you owe anything. So I made a folder called Letters to Creditors, and here's all 5 of the bullshit entries. Let's check out NCO systems. All these are the same, it's just that they have different, so basically it has the date, it has you, it has them, it has the account number, and says, yo, this is being pursuant to, I found this bullshit entry on my credit report, and that's not cool, man. So be advised that this is not really necessarily a refusal to pay, but because of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, and then it has like the legal code for the thing, and your claim is disputed and validation is requested. This is not a request for verification or proof of my mailing address or some shit like that. It's just a request for validation made pursuant to the above name, title, and section. I respectfully request that your office provide me with competent evidence that I have any legal obligation to pay you. So you gotta provide me with the following: what the money you say I owe you is for, explain and show me how you calculated what I owe, provide me with copies of any papers that I show that agree to pay what you say I owe, identify the original creditor, blah 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 blah, provide me that with license, these are collected in my state, provide me with your license numbers and registered agent. Anyway, if you can't do this within 30 days, then you have to delete this off my credit report or I'm going to pursue legal action. And you have 30 days to respond. Best regards. So it's at least going to buy you some time. Most of these companies are going to be able to respond and show you all this stuff, which is cool because you're making them do the footwork. You're costing them money doing it. But for the ones that are truly bullshit, they're not going to be able to provide you with this, and they might go away. But if anything, it'll buy you some time. If anything, it will show them that you're not going to be a rollover slave, that you're willing to fight for your rights, and that's what's important. Mostly we're trying to establish a paper trail of documents that you can prove that you tried your best to resolve this outside of court. So eventually when you get in front of a judge, you can say, hey man, I tried, blah 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 blah, I got this, I got you, show them all the receipts and stuff. And chances are he will end up ruling against them because they will be unable to prove that you actually owe anything, and it will be clear to the judge that there's just some evil company trying to scam some kid. Alright, he doesn't have a printer in his house, so we're going to go to Staples to get the documents printed. After that, we're going to go to the bank to get them notarized. And after that, we're going to go to the post office to have them sent out certified mail. So this way he has receipts that he can later show the judge saying that he tried to do the right thing and validate the debt.
I got some documents that need to get printed when you get there.
5,
Yeah, 5 simple black and white.
and then here.
Just put my phone postcard. I'll be right back.
Is it all the Word documents?
Yep,
Okay.
there should be 5 of them.
Do you see one of each?
Yes, please. Wizard of Oz was originally written as like a political commentary. I'm going to tell you a few things about it. Like Dorothy's just like everybody else, and then she gets like slipped away into this magical dream. And in the original version, her slippers were made out of silver, but they changed it to ruby at some point. So then like the gold brick road with the silver slippers, all the imagery is lost now that we have that. So she goes along the thing, and she meets the scarecrow without the brain, and he's supposed to represent the American farmer. Because like a lot of people view them as if they have no brain, but if you hang out with them enough, they finds out that they know everything about economics and all that. So then they go along the way, and then they get to the Tin Man, who's worried about the oil. So that's supposed to represent the American worker who relies on the oil. And without the oil, we can't really do anything. We're stuck where we are. So then they keep going. They get to the Lion, who needs who's like, he represents the politician, the one who could be all strong, but he's too afraid to stand up against the banks. So then
he's too catering to our.
yeah. So then when they get to the Emerald City and they get to the giant wizard, it's really just a projection. It looks like it's this giant face, but there's really a guy behind the scenes projecting it. That's the face of the banks to the American people, because like we view them as this big long thing, but it's only an illusion. So then later on they get to this stuff about flying monkeys and the Wicked Witch, and then anyway, eventually she clicks her silver shoes together, and she goes back home, and that's where she was the whole time. But anyway, it was pretty much a political commentary about how the common people could use silver as a way to fight back against the banksters.
Mike, you printed them. You know what they're supposed to be, right?
I don't know how much they are. They can't be that much.
No.
Oh, yes. That's excellent. All right, 54 cents for all 5
Yeah.
of the printouts.
I don't know if it doesn't bag or anything. Oh my god, baby.
That's what you're looking at if you don't have your own printer.